Hi, my name is Amrita. In today's video, I am going to study continuously for 10 hours. I have wanted to do this challenge for a long time. I am not very fond of sitting down and studying, but I am fond of the end result, which is knowledge. I am going to study from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is 10 hours. So it's about 9 a.m. now, and I have decided to study. I'll be honest, I have been slacking off a bit on studying after online classes started, so I really want to catch up. There's a lot of history to learn, so what I usually do is I usually uh, study it all before the exams, but I have realized that I won't be able to do that with this much history. So there's a lot of names and all of that, so I am going to study that. That is going to be my main focus today. And first I'm going to make a to-do list to exactly know what I should be studying. While making a to-do list, you have to make sure that you're not putting down a lot of things. You should only put down things that are achievable in the span of time you've given yourself. So I just finished writing my to-do list. I have about 5 subjects that I have to learn in college, and I have also incorporated my Spanish learning along with it. Since I am learning Spanish, I want to learn that as well, a bit more, focused learning. So that is there on the to-do list as well. I have about 5 things on the to-do list, and that's going to take some time. I decided to start by reading a bit of history. I'm having my chai here as well. I like to make my own notes because I feel like I understand better in my own language. So here I am making notes from the textbook. Here I am writing with my ink pen. I love writing with ink pens, even though they do tend to fade away a bit as time goes by. I take my notes as points and I try to keep it as simple as possible. These notes will really help me for a quick revision before the exams. I do take notes while I'm attending the classes, but I like to make my own notes separately, a more detailed version of it. I have worn a watch so that I can track the time and divide my time according to how I want to study. While taking notes, I also mark things on my textbook so that I can learn more while reading it. I decided to eat my breakfast, which is a bowl of oats with some dates and fruits. I'm just reading a bit of history here. I didn't want to take notes or write anything while eating, so I just decided to read. I just took a break because, I studied for 5 minutes and I deserved a 15-minute break. This is me procrastinating. So after a break, I decided to make flashcards. Flashcards are basically a need for memorization. They are small paper cards where there's information on both sides. It's usually a question on one side and the answer on the other side. Here, say I wrote a name of a king on one side and the important aspects of his life on the other. It's a great tool for last minute revision. Active recall is said to be one of the best techniques to study. Flashcards are a great tool to use in this method. Instead of just reading things, it makes your brain work by guessing the answers, so it's sort of like a small test. These are the flashcards that I've made so far. I've written information in points like this, a more compressed form of information. Points are simple, small, and easy to remember for a quick revision. I made big flashcards like these, but I also made smaller ones like these so that I could write down simple definitions. I got bored of sitting at my bench and learning, so I switched to my bed. I've been learning for about 4 hours and I decided to practice my left hand writing skills. And and then I made more flashcards. I just had lunch and now it's 2 o'clock. I'm gonna watch a few YouTube videos about what I'm learning because I believe that I'm more of a visual learner. So as I watch it, I'm going to take down notes so that I remember it properly. That's another thing I believe really helps when studying history, because just randomly going through a book and learning all these dates and everything by heart is going to be a big issue. So I think when you learn, like watch something and learn, it's going to help out a lot more, and you'll actually be able to remember stuff because it's shown as though it's a story. These are all the notes that I took down after watching the video. There's a lot. I just watched the video and took down the notes, and I feel like I want a break. So what I'm gonna do is, I had done a book haul video earlier. If you haven't watched it, go and check it out. I will put the link in the description box. And I had shown a few books in that video. So I have one of them here, the Kafka on the Shore by Murakami, and I have decided to read it in my break. So I'm going to take a small break. After taking a break, I started studying poetry. I have notes on my phone, but I wanted to transfer it on paper, so I did that. After learning poetry for some time, I wanted to learn Spanish, so I took out my Spanish notebook and I started learning. I was trying to learn vocabulary, so I applied the method of active recall. I hit the answers with one hand and tried to guess the answers. Learning a completely new language takes a lot of practice, so I try to practice every day as much as I can. For learning Spanish, apart from learning vocabulary, I also use apps like Duolingo, which has proven to be extremely helpful. After learning Spanish for some time, I decided to make more flashcards. As many flashcards I could so that I could revise later on. These are all the flashcards that I made from the morning. After that, I decided to read a bit of history and mark some things on the way. And there's only 25 more minutes for the 10-hour study session to get over. So I thought I started with history, so I would end this session with history. So I haven't completed my note taking, so I am going to prepare more notes. Doing this 10-hour study session was challenging, but I think it was a great use of my time, and I'm really glad that I did do it. It's 7 o'clock and I have finished my study session. I did almost everything on my to-do list, and I'm really happy that I did study as much as I did. So I am almost caught up on everything, and I feel like I have studied quite a lot. So this was a really nice thing to do. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and family. And don't forget to comment down below your favorite study techniques. Thank you.